Welcome to the fourth part of a six-part series from Trinity Church, where we're taking a very brief look at the fourth servant song in the Old Testament book of Isaiah during this season of Lent. Today we'll consider verses 4 through 6. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. For he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace. And with his wounds we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way. And the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Thanks be to God for giving us his word. The people of Israel have been looking for a Messiah, one who will come as a servant, in the sense of serving the nation by restoring it to its former glory. At least many of them were expecting God to supply such a servant. What they received was not what they expected. Although Isaiah presents a very clear word from God as to what sort of Messiah is coming, it sounded very foreign to the ears of many. Not only will the mission of this servant be very different from what was expected, the way he carried out his mission, as Isaiah presents it, was unexpected, if not unbelievable. The purpose, God's purpose, was to offer freedom. Freedom from the penalty of sin and freedom from the sting of death. But as it turns out, it will be the servant who will suffer in our place, so that his righteousness, his perfect righteousness, can become ours, so that we might experience the freedom by grace of new birth. We would be, as Isaiah tells us, healed by his wounds. He would bear our griefs and carry our sorrows. He would be smitten by God and afflicted, not because he deserved it, but for us and for our salvation. One word used to describe this reality is substitution. The people of Israel were familiar with the reality of substitution. God's law, given to Moses, commanded that lambs and other animals be sacrificed for the sins of the people of Israel. The blood of animals in place of the blood of sinners. But now, Isaiah tells us, peace with God will come. The healing of the broken relationship with God will come by the death, by the blood, by the sacrifice of this servant. This good news eventually and ultimately came true in the person and through the finished work of Jesus Christ. And it was done for us at a tremendous cost. And we will continue to consider that cost next Wednesday.